The sun was dipping low on the horizon when the biker roared into the quiet suburban street, the kind of man whose mere presence made even grown adults tense up. Leather vest, tattooed arms, heavy boots, the image of danger wrapped in muscle and metal. But what he didn't expect was the tiny figure standing frozen in the middle of the road, a little girl in a bright red dress, gripping a small orange bag with her trembling hands. Her face was streaked with tears, her voice barely more than a broken sob. And in the next moment, their worlds collided in a way neither of them could have imagined. If you believe kindness and second chances can change lives, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us tell stories that remind the world of compassion. The biker slowed his engine and stepped off the motorcycle, watching the girl in confusion. She wasn't running. She wasn't calling for help. She was simply holding that bag as if her life depended on it. He crouched down, reaching his gloved hands toward it, maybe to help, maybe just to understand what was happening. But the moment he did, she let out a sharp cry, clutching the bag to her chest so tightly her knuckles went white. Her small body shook with fear, but beneath the fear was something else too: desperation, protectiveness, and a kind of sorrow no child should ever carry. The biker had seen a lot in his life, but something about the look in her eyes made his chest tighten. He spoke softly, trying to calm her, but she wouldn't loosen her grip. The bag wasn't heavy, but the way she held it made it seem precious, fragile, irreplaceable. And then he noticed the faint scratch marks running across the fabric, as if something inside had clawed to get out. A sudden chill prickled the back of his neck. The street was eerily quiet. No parents, no neighbors, no signs of anyone searching for a missing child. The biker scanned the area, instincts flickering between caution and alarm. Something was wrong. Something was very wrong. The girl took a step back, stumbling slightly, still crying, still refusing to let go. Her dress was dirt-stained, her knees scraped, and her hair tangled from running. She had been alone for a while. The biker straightened and softened his voice again, telling her he wasn't going to hurt her, that he only wanted to help. And slowly, as if fighting a battle inside herself, she extended the bag toward him, just an inch, only enough for him to place his hands on it, but not enough to take it. They held the fabric together, both trembling for different reasons. She whispered something he couldn't fully hear, but her cracked voice carried one clear plea: "Don't let go." The biker swallowed hard and slowly lifted the top of the bag open. The moment he saw what was inside, he recoiled with a sharp gasp. The same man who had never flinched in bar fights or back alley threats suddenly stumbling to the ground in shock. Inside the bag, wrapped in a torn blanket and shivering violently, was a tiny newborn kitten, barely breathing, its fur matted with dirt and blood, its tiny chest fluttering like a candle in the wind. It was so small, so fragile, that it was a miracle it had survived even this long. And the biker understood instantly. This was what she had been protecting with every ounce of strength she had left. The girl collapsed beside the bag, sobbing harder now, not from fear but from worry. She thought he was going to take the kitten away or hurt it. But instead, the biker gathered himself, gently lifted the kitten with trembling hands, and told her it was going to be okay. His voice cracked in a way that surprised even him. He had grown up hard, lived rough, and lost more people than he cared to remember. But seeing that helpless little creature clinging to life, and the child who refused to abandon it, cracked something open inside him that had been sealed shut for years. Without wasting another second, he scooped the girl into his arms and carried her and the kitten toward his motorcycle. She clung to him tightly, burying her face into his shoulder as if sensing she was finally safe. The biker gently placed her on the seat, wrapped his own leather jacket around her small shoulders, and placed the kitten against her chest to keep it warm. He revved the engine and sped off, not toward trouble this time, but toward help. They arrived at the nearest animal clinic, where the biker burst through the door with a desperation that startled everyone inside. The vets rushed to take the kitten, working quickly, while the girl sat quietly beside him, clutching his sleeve like it was the only thing keeping her anchored. Minutes felt like hours, but finally the vet returned with a tired smile. The kitten would survive. It would need care, but it was safe now. The girl let out the faintest, softest sigh of relief. As the adrenaline faded, the biker realized how long the girl had been alone. He called local authorities, not out of obligation but out of genuine concern. When they arrived, they learned the girl had been searching for help for over an hour after finding the kitten injured near an abandoned yard. She didn't know whom to trust, and when she saw the biker approaching earlier, she thought he might take the kitten away. But now, watching him fight for its life, she leaned against him with quiet trust. The officers praised her bravery, and the biker found himself insisting that he would cover all the kitten's care expenses. When the girl's aunt finally arrived, frantic, tearful, apologizing repeatedly, the little one refused to leave until the biker promised he would visit the kitten and her too. It was a promise he intended to keep. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It truly helps us continue creating meaningful content.